Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to be going through my methods for something I mentioned in the port video last week, and that is doing gold ore. I had a few comments to explain how I do gold ore and why gold ore is so beneficial. We're going to be doing concentrated gold ore in the living rock caverns. Now to do this, it's a minimum, you're going to need level 80 mining to be able to do the concentrated gold ore rocks. I'm just going to buy a little big page because I want to show you how good the big page is for living rock caverns and a good way to gather clue scroll through doing mining. Now, you do not have to do this. These are very expensive for what they are, but I just wanted to show you guys and I needed charges on this as well. 11 mil for a big page is a joke, but it's one of those where like if you want to do it, you can do it as well. You also might want to do a Broochie for Gods instead, which is again like would eliminate the need for a big book. But this is how I got quite a lot of my clue scrolls, so I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. So we're going to charge that. So we're going to be doing mining gold ore like we've already said. So in terms of an info, I'm going to talk you guys through the setup. Normally you would want a Grace of the Elves, but because I have the ability for the Infinite Porter, we're not going to use that. The items we're going to be using is the Golem outfit, even though I need the head. There we go. Like I said before, you could be using porters, but we're not going to be using porters. You want access to your best pickaxe possible, so I'm going to be using the pickaxe of life and death, which again, I'm really interested to see how good this is going to be for this as well. If you have a primal ore box or any form of ore box where you can store your stone spirits, make sure to have that because the stone spirits are going to be very, very important for this method. Stone spirits and also a perfect juju potion. I'm going to take a perfect plus potion, but the combination of a perfect juju mining potion and the stone spirits is what makes this method fully AFK and something which is going to be very, very nice to train anyway. So I'm just going to make a couple of mining urns as well, just to be very quick. So the other items as well, a lava titan or your best mining familiar. The gargoyle's quite good. I don't know if the gargoyle is better than the lava titan, but I did see quite a few of those on day of release. You want your urn enhancer as well if you're going to be using mining urns, which I would advise because it's going to give you more XP per hour. Let's just find where this is. Now, as you can see, my bank is currently in state, and I do actually plan on doing a big clear out. If you're interested in seeing that, and I just talk over it and just talk rubbish for a while, let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely make sure to release that video. If not, I'll just do it on the quiet and just do it in my own time. But if you guys enjoyed that video and want to see why I put certain items in my bank and items I don't put in my bank, I can definitely do that and talk through that as well. If you have a mining cape as well, you can add that into your setup. I'm going to put mine in as well. And that's just going to give you a chance of double ores and stuff like that. So it is quite a useful skill cape anyway. But that's pretty much it. Again, like the perfect juju potion, your stone spirits, urns, titan. That's pretty much going to be like the best thing you can have. And this method is fully AFK. And not only that as well, it's going to give you a pretty decent chunk of mining XP as well. I'm going to go and give this a full-on hour and we can check out the XP as well because I don't think I've got... Yeah, I've not got any bonus mine XP. Now, to do this, you need to go to the Living Rock Caverns. The Living Rock Caverns are just north of the monastery. And it's basically where people used to fish rocktails and mine ore in the golden days. Now, if you don't have the gem golem outfit, you will become aggressive to these living rock creatures. However, there are a couple of spots you can go where you will not receive any damage. So this spot here is my favorite one for where I used to do my noob account. Basically, you just need to run around and you do have a living creature here, but apart from that, you will not get hit. This spot's pretty decent as well, just in this little south corner. But we're going to go here because we cannot get damaged because the gem golem outfit protects us from that damage. And basically what we're going to be doing is just going for the potion there. Actually, I just forgot one item. Sometimes what I do when I have a big book, I like to make sure that I don't miss any of the spawns. So I use attraction potions for 100k and make sure I get the clue scroll. I am actually going to wear a Grace of the Elves because that'll give us Seren Spirits, which the attraction potions also pick up. But just toggle the porter so the porter isn't on, so I'm not spending any charges for that as well. But go back to Living Rock Caverns. We're going to go to that spot as well after I go and get this mining buff really quick. The skilling cauldrons, because I've done the Eladinus hunt, are now available to me. So I just want to make sure that I've got the buff for a full hour. That'll be pretty nice and we'll see how much we can get there as well. I believe I have now emptied my ores from my stash. I did something like 150k gold. I'll go on the way to 120 mining, which I was surprised I did that much, but I actually got a decent price for it. I made something like 100 mil just from pure AFK mining. So mining for me is definitely not one you'd like use lamps or stars onto 120. Absolutely just AFK it. And if you're a big clue scroll person, you can just rack up your clue scrolls. I think, along with archaeology, I do think this is one of the better ones to do for like big page and stuff. So I'm just going to activate that, activate the potion, and get cracking. Now, as you can see, all of the ores is going to go into the bank. And if you're using a porter, it's 5 ores per porter charge. So you're always going to be in profit no matter what. Now, as you can see, my bar is going down a little bit, but then after getting an ore or two, it completely flies back up. So this method is pure AFK for however long you want it to be. And again, these rocks don't deplete anymore, whereas before these deplete and swap round. They're just here now, so it's just made it a lot more convenient and a lot easier to do as well. So I need to pin this and reset. And what I'll do, I'll go in AFK for an hour because I've got some stuff to do on the side. I've got some videos to edit. And I can do this as a bit of a sample size to show you guys how we do as well. I've also as well cleared all my clue scrolls in the bank, so you can see how the big book performs for an hour, which I do think I have. Yeah, so I've got a full on hour for the big book. So we'll go till the big book runs out of charges, and then we can do a full breakdown of what sort of XP we've got, how we've done in terms of clue scrolls, how much ore we've got, how much profit. I've cleared everything needed possible so we can do a big sort of wrap up at the end. But this is a really, really good way to AFK. Mining to 99 should make you a sizable amount of money as well. But as you see, not touching the mouse, it can be a full solid like 10-minute AFK. What you need to do is just click every now and then just to make sure that your account doesn't log out. But that is not too bad. And again, like with the infinite porter, this can definitely be something you use for consistent banking of materials as well. You could also do this at somewhere like sandstone or granite if you wanted to go after the blessed flask. But for me, I like to do this because of the possibility of getting that. I drank super restore instead of an attraction potion. But there you go, there is our first clue scroll banked, and that is a elite clue sent back. But I will come back in a little while, we'll go through it all, and then we'll wrap up the video from there. So 6 minutes in, we're already with 3 clue scroll spawns. The past 2 have been 3 medium clue scrolls each. So 7 clue scrolls just from 6 minutes of mining, doing not too bad at all. So there goes all the potions. We have another minute left of the Book of Big. As you can see, we've been doing pretty well. We actually got quite lucky really, got a master clue with one of the last ones there. 37 dragon bones from the Grace of the Elves, and as you can see, we've been doing pretty well. We started off massive, like 7 clues in like 10 minutes, and it sort of died off a little bit as well. We had a little bit of a dry spell, but it's been consistent to a point where we've just continued to pick up clues, mainly just mediums and elites, but it'd be pretty interesting to see where we go in terms of that. I'm not sure we would have broke even on the amount of clues. I'm going to value each clue at roughly like 7 mil per every 10 clues, which I think is a bit of an undersell depending on thoughts and stuff. But I just want to make sure like you don't really over-egg the Book of Bick. And obviously with the Book of Bick and clue scrolls as well, you're investing in the big item, the big dies. So eventually you will pull yourself out of any profit you do lose. But I just want to sort of give you guys a rough idea of what you can expect from 1 hour of mining as well. In terms of XP though, we have gotten 142k XP. Again, this has been completely AFK. I've gone and edited the memory dowser video. That's what I've done in the time that this has been going on. The bond account has been sat at Archglacier as well, so it's been quite bliss really. This Infinite Portal is great. It's really good whenever they bring it out as well. Really, really a big fan. To me though, like mining and archaeology have just got to be for skills, just to go and hammer. The player owned farm one and the blessed flask are also very, very good options. Or if you've got a lot of herbs to harvest with some of the potions, the leafy growth potions, they're very good as well. So that is done. I'm going to go to the fort for room 3 because it's going to go into my metal bank on how many ores we've got in the hour. Which I'm really interested to see how much like profit this has been, because gold ore is a decent price, or at least it was when I sold it. It was just under 1,000 coins. Which if you can get a couple K per hour, again like mining with how heavily AFK it is, you're not going to absolutely make the most, you're not going to like break the bank, but you can still pull a decent amount per hour. So we have 5k. So if we withdraw all that gold, it's quite mad really when you sit and think I've just mined 5,000 gold ores per, that's what you get. 5 mil per hour, not really, really not bad. I could quite happily sit in AFK mining for 5 mil an hour, especially because you have to put so little effort into it as well. Now, the other thing we were going to go through, it was clue scrolls. So in that hour of mining, we spent 11 mil for a Book of Big, which is 45 minutes. So it really puts a Book of Big at about 15 mil. And we've got 11 medium clue scrolls, we have got 5 elite clue scrolls, and we've got 1 master clue scroll. So in total, we have got 17 clues, which probably would pay off your Book of Bic. If not, you jump like a little bit below it. But if you're going to do Book of Bic along with mining a long term, it is going to be quite a substantial investment. But I would imagine by the time you've done all the clues and stuff, you would pull at least 1 or 2 dice from the higher tiers. And that's probably what's going to pay it off. Obviously, you're not going to get dice from mediums. You're really just going to get it from the higher tiers. But the mediums, you would hope with the fortunates you can get from mediums, will be the ones which pay like the majority of the pages off. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope this guide sort of talked through enough of like what to do in terms of doing this method. Again, gold ore is fantastic and it's really, really good for this infinite porter. If you're an Iron Man and you need to do quite a substantial amount of gems, now's a good time to stock up on your gold bars. With the porter as well, same with your sand flask, which I might go and pay a little bit of a visit to sandstone and granite this week while the porter's around, just to see what profit's like, and we'll go through that video then. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. Any suggestions of content you want to see, or any ideas about porter content you got as well, drop it in that comment section and we'll go and check it out. Thank you guys for watching once again. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.